charter of more than 375 chapters in 7 countries, Golden Key has established networks that span all levels from the campus to the world. Opportunities abound for you to become involved, develop your leadership, and realize your potential. Golden Key believes in a community built on mutual respect, encouragement, and teamwork. As a global organization, we value diversity and respect differences among our members. Our constant goal is to make Golden Key the most recognized and respected honor society in the world. We plan to achieve this by championing education-based service initiatives, providing value to our members, and building powerful and lasting relationships with corporate and nonprofit partners who value excellence in academics, leadership, and service. You are a part of all of this now. Welcome to Golden Key. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our chapter historian, Dean Reese.
Good evening. It is an honor to be here to recognize your achievements tonight. I would like to congratulate you, our new members, for having proven your academic excellence at this institution by establishing yourselves in the top of your class. For this, you should all be proud. I would also like to recognize family and friends among our new members today, as you have provided the support environment in which our new members have thrived. Consider our Golden Key chapter here at Louisiana Tech your home. Housed on campuses in Australia, Canada, Malaysia, New Zealand, South Africa, the Bahamas, and the United States. Chapters provide members with a variety of services and connections that range from leadership and volunteer opportunities to internships and training programs. You have the opportunity to get involved with our chapter right now. Much of what we do involves working with each other, assisting others within the university and community, and having fun along the way. For example, on December 3rd, we worked in conjunction with the Volunteers of America to feed the homeless in Monroe. We intend to participate in this event every year. I look forward to having each of you involved in our chapter activities this coming year. I encourage you to take advantage of the opportunities Golden Key extends to you. Apply for scholarships, attend leadership summits, become leaders of your chapter, and participate with your chapter. A chapter is only as strong as its members, and you are the key to our success. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you our Chapter Education Literacy Service Director, Casey Fonche.
Golden Key membership gives recognition of academic excellence and can lead to a lifetime of learning and achievement. It can also offer you an opportunity to cultivate leadership skills that will serve you throughout your personal and professional lives. And through service, you have the opportunity to contribute to the welfare of your community. The Society's pillars of academics, leadership, and service supported through Golden Key's programs will not only help you realize your full potential as a member of our chapter, but also as a member of our society. Now that you are a member, you can also take advantage of a multitude of benefits and opportunities through several of the Society's programs. Through student recognition programs, you're invited to attend new member recognition events such as this one, receive personalized press releases to announce your achievement in your local paper, and have the opportunity to purchase Golden Key graduation honor cords, stoles, and merchandise to share your honor with your fellow classmates. Through university activities, you can attend and help organize chapter social events, seminars, and volunteer for service activities. Golden Key provides a wonderful opportunity to not only become involved in our local chapter, but become involved with the university community as well. Through Golden Key member benefits, you have access to over $600,000 in member scholarships and awards. The Golden Key Job Board, and can participate in and gain discounts to study abroad, graduate school, and networking opportunities. Through leadership and volunteer training, you can be part of the Golden Key International and Regional Summits. Receive on-demand training through the Golden Key website and serve as an officer at the chapter, regional, and international level. You can also take advantage of numerous discounts on technology, textbooks, insurance, courses, and more. There's something for everyone, so don't let these opportunities pass you by. If you didn't catch all of that, you can visit our website at www.goldenkey.com
no organization is any stronger than the leaders and the officers of that organization. And it's my distinct privilege today to introduce you to our current slate of officers. And I'm going to begin with someone who has done an incredible job, not only in this year, but also last year, and that's our current president, Brittany Clark. Brittany, would you stand? And then also, I want to introduce to you our vice president, who just recently moved into that position after a vacancy at a graduation of someone who held a secretary's position. And this new vice president and former recording secretary will be Trey. Okay? Up until this past year, I served as a treasurer of Golden Key. The Golden Key International is restructured, and so now we have a treasurer that's elected from the membership. And the new treasurer for Golden Key is Richard Roy. And then already, it's great to have someone who tracks history and keeps up with what we're doing so that there is some legacy that we're leaving. And you've already been introduced, but I'd like to reintroduce Jenny Reese as our historian. And then last but not least, our education literacy service director. And that's also an important position because Golden Key is not just interested in community service, but we're also interested in providing service to help people to learn. And so the coordinator and director of this particular part of our work is Casey Bonche. And these are your current officers. Give them a big round of applause. Now, one of the things that I want to do is to recognize each one of these with their leadership pins for Golden Key. And I also, at this particular point in time, want to challenge you that I'm hoping one day you won't be just a member of Golden Key, but you might say, you know, I really would like to be a part of leadership in this organization. And again, not only are we a scholarship organization, but we're also involved in, as you've seen here, leadership and service. And so, Brittany, thank you so much for your service. Thank you, Trey. Thank y'all so much. At this point in time, it's my privilege to recognize and you guys can be seated like that. To recognize Brittany Clark, who is going to introduce our honorary members and explain this particular piece of our organization.
Every year on campuses around the globe, small groups of honorary members are inducted into Golden Key. Honorary membership is conferred to recognize outstanding faculty, administrators, and community leaders who have excelled in their research, teaching, profession, or service. Honorary members play an important role here at Louisiana Tech. We value all that honorary members do to assist our chapter and to help the society grow, which includes attending our events, serving as champions of Golden Key on campuses and communities around the world, and acting as role models and mentors. Our first honorary member is Dr. Thea Edwards. We are presenting Dr. Edwards with a Golden Key pin and a certificate of honorary membership, which reads Golden Key International Honor Society, to whom these letters may come. Greetings. This certifies that Dr. Thea Edwards is an honorary member of the Golden Key International Honor Society and is hereby granted all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining, and witness whereof the seal of the society and the signatures of the council officers thereof are hereunto affixed. Dr. Edwards is attentive and observant talks to and understands the needs and time constraints of his students. He is willing to help where he can and always conveys a sense of enthusiasm in his classroom. And our next honorary member is Dr. Jeffrey Yule. Dr. Yule pushes his students to reach above and beyond the minimal expectations to achieve a grade. He sees the true potential in his students and encourages them to reach. At this time, I would like to welcome again our chapter advisor, Mr. Ronald Cappy. He's going to be our speaker for the day.
As I begin tonight, I also want to recognize one other honorary member, and that's Jay Bennett, who's a past honorary member of Golden Key and still very much involved with this particular chapter. And first of all, I want to say that I'm honored. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be able to speak to you guys tonight. I want to congratulate you on your achievement. And we are excited about honoring you and your work tonight. And you know, I think about all the choices and all the sacrifices that you've made in order to be seated where you are tonight. And that is as scholars at Louisiana Tech University. I know that wasn't easy. Every one of you had to make some hard choices along the way. And you know, the thing that I think that you should be most proud of, and I think your parents are probably most proud of as well, is not just the fact that you've been awarded, you know, a membership into this particular honor society, but what's even more important was what you had to do to achieve it. And I think about Ralph Waldo Emerson, who said that the reward of a thing well done is to have done it. And I think that that's what is really important here tonight. That what we celebrate is not that you're recognized in the top 15% of your class, but the fact that you have done that and that you've worked to make it happen. As we are here tonight, I just want to mention a couple of things about the pillars of Golden Key. And I'm going to start with the academics and talk about the scholarship. And I'm hoping that you are going to understand that scholarship is not just making A's. That's not what it's about. It's about a real scholar is someone who becomes a lifelong learner. And I'm hoping that as you continue your education here at Tech and then moving on into a graduate school or into the world of work, that you're going to always become a lifelong learner. I hope that you'll make learning a habit. It will become a habit that you can't quench. And I'll be honest with you. If you do make learning a habit, you're not going to have to worry about grades. They'll probably take care of themselves. Many of you have already done that. But what I want you to do is to see that knowledge is something that can be hard to gain, but knowing that you've mastered a difficult subject is an awesome reward. I think about my experience here at Tech. I didn't make an A in every class while I was here. I think about some that I made a B in, and I actually learned more in those classes than I did in some of the ones that I made A in. And you know what I'm talking about, those of you who are been involved in scholarship. The next thing I want to mention is leadership. Leadership is not the fact that you've been elected or appointed to serve in some particular office, but leadership is really an attitude that needs to be cultivated over time. The type of leadership that I'm speaking of is like this. Are you one of those people who will stand up for what you believe and face the music even though it's not a particular team that you would like to march to? Are you that kind of person? Are you that kind of person who has a purpose and you follow that purpose to get to the end of what you really desire? The last thing, are you a person of vision? That's what I'm talking about with leadership. I work with resumes all the time. As Director of Counseling and Career Services, I review resumes. And oftentimes, I'll see resumes where they'll come in and say, I was president of this, president of that, vice president of this. And my question to them, and what's really important to the content of a resume, is not that you were president of something, but what did you do? What did you stand for? What was your vision? What was your purpose? What did you accomplish? Because I promise you, that's what you're going to get asked in an interview. Because what they're interested in is what you've done in your leadership role. So I'm hoping that you're going to become a leader, and you might say, well, what does it take to become a real leader? Somebody who has this vision, somebody who has this purpose. The key thing I would tell you to do is to remember that your goal is not to get power, but your goal is to get your vision and your purpose across. And leaders without vision are absolutely worthless. And it's like this. If you're a leader, and it's like going to somewhere that maybe a town that you've never visited, and you have no map to find your way around that town. I can promise you you're going to get somewhere, but it might not be exactly where you really want to be. Then the last thing I want to mention is service. Many times we think about community service, and what it ends up to be is, to get service points while socializing. And I hope that giving service to your community, to your campus, to the world around you is going to become a lot more important than just earning some type of service points. Really, community service, again, is an attitude. Are you doing it for the right reasons? I'm not saying there won't be some Saturday mornings when you would rather sleep than to get out and paint, or to get out and help someone else, or to serve someone else. But what I'm hoping that you can do is cultivate within you a spirit and an attitude of service that says, I am here for a reason. And my reason is to help somebody else to develop their full potential. I don't care if you're an engineer. I don't care if you're a teacher. I don't care if you're a doctor. I don't care if you're a businessman. I don't care if you are a scholar and a teacher, a sociologist, or a historian. The most important thing is helping somebody else unlock their potential. And I'm hoping that you'll do the same thing with your own. See this experience at Louisiana Tech and part of this organization as something that can make you the person that you really want to be. A scholar you want to be, a leader you want to be, and a servant that you want to be. God bless you as you continue your education, and I wish you the very, very best. Thank you very much.
This time, our treasurer, Richard Royal, will begin our recognition of the new members in attendance.
It will open many doors for you. The best thing about Golden Key, it is a lifetime connection. The opportunities don't end at graduation. Alumni can remain active in organizations by